Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live.
Good morning, IG. Hi, naughty by nature, naughty by nurture. I love it. How are you? How's everyone doing? Oh, let me just do this right now. For readings, text, DM 213-458-7408. For candles, email Traceybrownlive, I love that, at gmail.com. There you go. How is everyone doing today? Hi, new identity model. Oh, that sounds like a company to me. I love that. Sounds like a company to me. How are you? A new identity model LLC. How are you doing? How's everyone doing? Hi, Gidget. One of my favorite names used to be a nun named Gidget on a TV show when I was a youngster. She was such a fuck up. But I like that. I was almost going to become a nun. And I think I was going to become a nun because of Gidget. Gidget was one character. And then she wound up being a nun on another TV show. I would be a nun right now on a TV show. That actually would be, fun. But I've often told people that that was one of my considered careers. I saw it as a career, not a sacrifice. But everyone said to me, then you would have just been Whoopi. And now I know that is true. I didn't understand that in the beginning. I was like, don't make me out to be Whoopi. Like, I wouldn't be that type of nun, but actually I would be. Yeah, I would have turned that convent all the way out. I would have told nuns to run and escape. Go back to your families. Do you know that the Catholic Church has all the nuns married to Jesus? At that, I would have been like, no. At that, no, I will not marry Jesus. He's my brother. He's not my husband. He's my brother. Good morning, Chi-Chi baby. How are you, sweetie? Hi, Enigma. How are you? So let's do a health check. And good health to everyone. And I just wanted to say, get some dandelion tea. Dandelion tea is a diuretic. Most of you all do not realize how much water you're retaining. It's a natural diuretic, right? But it also somehow attaches to some part of COVID and in some form helps either alleviate or prevent you from getting COVID, the dandelion tea, the weed. God's got things on this earth to prevent you from suffering very badly, even if you get the COVID. Dandelion is one of them. Also, I would mix dandelion with green tea, right? And unless you are taking potassium pills, literally prescribed by your doctor, dandelion will deplete you of potassium. So if you replace it with parsley put it in with the tea. It could be fresh parsley, it could be dried parsley. I really don't care. Put it in with the tea. Parsley gives you all the potassium that you need that dandelion may take out. It's a healthy balance. So remember that. Dandelion gets rid of weight, that excess bloatiness that you have. Some of you all don't even notice it because you've been carrying so much bloatiness around so much. But this will help you to see and maintain the difference. All right. All right, guys, try to invest in dandelion. I tell you no lies. But a lot of this stuff I get from Spirit because I think in 2020 or 2021 is all kind of blending now. But I think it was in 2021 I talked about dandelion. It wasn't until this year that they said it makes a big difference with COVID. Let me see if I can find the article. Where's my phone? Oh, yay, thank you. Okay, hold on a second. I sent it to someone, but I think I sent it Messenger. Let me tell you something. It is so hard to keep up with all of you the way everyone messages everything everywhere. Maybe I didn't send it. All right, let me check one more place because I know that I sent it to someone, but now I have to check two places. Hi, AB. Hi, Ayana. Check, see if I sent it to her here. All right, I don't see it. I'll find it for tomorrow, I guess. Dandelion. All right, I'll find it for tomorrow. Why dandelion is something we all should be investing in. I already know, so of course I got my tea bags. Also, just remember, the most important thing with dandelion is add parsley. I prefer fresh parsley, just a few swigs in with your tea while it's brewing. Makes a bigger difference. And you could drink it hot or cold, but I know a lot of people are in winter right now. I'm not, so I drink it cold. All right. Hi, everyone. Hi, Prairie. Good morning. So, what do we have to talk about today? Swift Bank. Now, the one thing I can tell you about the Trump administration, he is teaching us so much. The Trump administration has got us all into politics. Has anybody noticed that? We know more than we need to know. Although I think the era calls for it, so I'm not mad at the era, right? Uranus and Taurus does not like ignorant people. So a new education is something that is mandated, right? We got to stop acting like this does not exist. What is SWIFT? I'm getting this from USA Today. How could banning Russia from this banking system called SWIFT impact the country? The White House announced Saturday, like 2 Saturdays ago, this past Saturday, that the United States and other allies will block select Russian banks from SWIFT. It is a global financial messaging system. In joint statements, France, Germany, Italy, United Kingdom, and Canada, along with the USA, the officials of these countries said Russia is being excluded from SWIFT. This ensures that these banks are disconnected from the international financial system and harm their ability to operate globally. What is SWIFT? And how would a removal from SWIFT affect Russia? World leaders are divided on whether Russia should be kicked out of SWIFT. The announcement comes after President Joe Biden on Thursday told reporters that the latest rounds of sanctions against Russia may be more consequence than SWIFT. What does it mean for Russia to be kicked out of SWIFT? Here's what you need to know. SWIFT stands for the Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications. It is a global messaging system connecting thousands of financial institutions around the world. SWIFT was formed in 1973. It is headquartered in Belgium. It is overseen by the National Bank of Belgium, in addition to the U.S. Federal Reserve System, the European Central Bank, and others. It connects more than 11,000 financial institutions in more than 200 countries and territories worldwide, so banks can be informed about transactions. It doesn't move the money, but it moves the information about the money. Do you understand? Doesn't move the money, but if America is sending money to Israel, SWIFT Bank gets the information first. SWIFT said it recorded 42 million messages a day on average in 2021 and 82 million messages overall just this month. That includes currency exchanges, trades, and more. Barring Russia from SWIFT would damage Russia's economy right away, and in the long term, cut Russia off from a swath of international financial transactions. That includes international profits from oil and gas production, which makes up more than 40% of Russia's revenue. Iran lost access to SWIFT in 2012 as a part of sanctions over its nuclear program. Though many of the country banks were reconnected to the system in 2016, Iran lost half of their oil export revenues and 30% of their foreign trade. Ukrainian President Zelensky urged the U.S. and other countries to cut Russia from the system. Some nations resisted the move out of concerns for a broader economy, but as the invasion wore on, more European nations got on board. Early Saturday morning, Italian Prime Minister Draghi told Zelensky that Italy supported Russia's disconnection from SWIFT. Several hours later, Germany joined, and then the European nation was holding out but offered measured support for Russia's disconnection from SWIFT. Their concern is they're working flat out on how to limit collateral damage. That means if they cut Russia, how badly do they get hurt from SWIFT so that it hits the right people like Russia. But what we need is a targeted and functional restriction of SWIFT. All right, so it ends there, but I gotta tell you, I didn't know anything about SWIFT, right? And I'm okay with that. There are some things I just don't need to know. I know I need to feed myself, pay my rent, feed my family. That's all I care about. Now, because of the Trump administration and his alliance to Russia, we now have more information that we've never wanted. I honestly believe Russia is setting the stage for Americans to look bad, meaning Biden, by invading Ukraine, so that in the next election, a Republican president will get put in. But any Republican president that gets put in will be backed by Trump, which means an alliance between the USA and Trump will continue. Russia was hoping that Biden looked like an idiot or weak. He was actually invading Ukraine for America. Sounds crazy? Trump, Putin, crazy. All right? It is backfiring. And he is forced to have negotiations now with Ukraine. Now, how that's all going to work with an egotistical, maniacal, unhinged, much like Trump unhinged, president that's already begun a war? I don't think it is going to work, to be honest with you. It can't work until the people of Russia take a stand and oust him. So in the end, it's going to be up to Russia to look at themselves and stop fearing a monster. Somebody has to slay the monster. And if the Russian people stand with each other against a monster, I mean, I feel like there's going to have to be a coup in Russia. What do you think? Should I do a reading on that? That'd be a good one. Will there be a coup? Now, when I say coup, guys, it could be a January 6th. Remember how much Russia laughed at us when the folks of, is this everything? When the folks of January 6th, invaded the Capitol, right? Remember that? He laughed and laughed. Be careful what you laugh at. Be careful who you laugh to. What if there's a coup very similar? What if there's a financial coup? What if there's an actual coup? What if your own army turns around from Ukraine and bring those damn tankers back to you and point to you? I think the Russian people have to stop being scared and start demanding a more democratic system. You owe it to yourselves. you know? All right. If this was any other time of the year in history, we would be rounding up Russians all over the world and putting them in camps. Huh. I guess we've evolved. Just saying. Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about the people of Russia. Will there be a coup on Putin? Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Putin is he's your child, God. He's your love. Your love. Your beloved. Please authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen, 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 amen. Tracy, Trump called and praised Putin? What? Putting his own country at risk. That is exactly what he's doing. Down with the dictator. That's exactly it. Something happened with the lighting. That sun, oh, child. The sun will kill your looks. All right. In time, they need more time to prove that he is who he is. In time, in about a year. About a year and a half. So we are at 2023. In 2024, I do not believe he will be the leader. And you know, he gave a vote telling the peoples that, or forcing the people that he doesn't have to get kicked out for 10 years. Did you guys know that? It's going to come down to money. It's going to come down to their sovereignty. It's going to come down to Russia going broke. In about a year, you're going to begin to see some problems. In about a year, in a month, you're going to begin to see some problems. All right? The Three of Swords will be eminent for Putin. We should see a difference in about 3 months. There will be some secret talks on what they now need to do to get rid of him. The star card is hope. There's hope here. There's hope here. I have to tell you, not only will it come down to Russia needing to change everything, I think they could change their name. I think Russia will be forever synonymous with just the most horrible and despicable leaders. It used to be the USSR, then it was the Soviet Union, then it became Russia. I think the name has to change again. I also think the flag is going to change. I think the red color, is Russia red? Oh, Russia is white, blue, and red. White, blue, and red. I'm sure it stands for something because every flag has significant meaning. I think something about the flag will change or something will get added to the flag. And I think of like a very soft blue, very soft, to have a different, like either an emblem, either the flag changes overall or an emblem is attached. And the color of the emblem, I feel like it's going to be, could be blue mixed with orange or yellow in it. All right. I know you say red and gold. I really felt like it was red, but I don't. This is what the internet is telling me their flag looks like. I thought it was red too, but maybe the USSR was red. USSR, right? No, Lottie. No, I'm not talking about China. I know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Russia. Hold on a second. USSR. There it is. Hold on, I almost saw it. Soviet Union. See, Lottie, I know what I'm talking about. I got you. It is red. The Soviet Union. Oh, there is an emblem. Oh. This was the Soviet Union flag from 1955 to 1991. This is what I remember. 1955 to 1991. That's what I was trying to point out. And then they had a state emblem, which is so funny. Their state emblem is exactly what I kind of saw, which was the blue and the yellow or the gold. That is hilarious. That's exactly what I saw. I think a lot of that will change. The state emblem, the flag. So the new flag from 1991 is this. Is this. I think the flag is going to change yet again because I think once they oust him, right, I think they don't want to be seen anymore as horrible, horrible people. They are done with that image. I think they want to change their perception over, much like Germany did, right? Germany looked horrible in the 1940s. And today they have recaptured a wonderful image. Oh, I know. I love that story, the Romanovs. Oh, that is wicked. Okay, let's get off of that. The bottom line is Putin will crumble. He's not okay right now. That's Putin in the front. He's not okay. Look at him all the way in the back there, especially when he's alone. All right? Under the roof, under this roof, he is crumbling. Slowly but surely. I get a Princess of Wands here. I don't know why I get a young woman here that maybe could lead the rhetoric. Good morning. I get a Four of Wands, which is he's either getting sick or the fact that he could be losing his battle could make him sick. I get Russia will have a new home. I get Russia will have, I think Russia will be anew. Let me just check something. What time is it? 29. Where's my Kindle books? I got to delete some of these apps. I am so tired of apps. Do you guys have a lot of apps? I certainly do. I don't know if I want this one. There you go, books. Do you guys have a lot of apps? So the final outcome is the 10 of Pentacles. Hold on. Family support, strong family ties, tradition, comfort, money, wealth, financial security, success, security, stability, financial assistance, accumulation of wealth, family matters, ancestral ties, prosperity, financial stability, a comfortable home, happiness, major purchases or business deals. We were talking about from a country's perspective. Family wealth, legacies, passing the baton, trust and recognition, reputation, starting your own family outside of Putin. Major life transitions for this country. They are committed to a traditional way of a belief system. They just do not want the tyrant, Big Daddy, in the house anymore. Marriage for business or money reasons. Who's going to marry Russia? An arranged marriage. Cooperation, big business, government. Sounds to me like this is going to be so huge that Russia is going to lose so much and so much money. And the other countries are going to have to sit back and watch the people of Russia go hungry, the country fail miserably, which is why I think this is going to take a year and a half. I don't think this is going to happen in 16 weeks. I think the people have to cry out to Putin, save us, help us. Like, why are you doing this to us? I think that when all is said and done, Russian people will suffer. Putin still gets to eat, but the Russian people will suffer. I think this man is going to bite down. I think he has more destruction. And I think that he's going to use up all his resources until someone does something. Now, I don't see Russia in power. I don't see Putin in power. And if I go by this card, the 10 of Pentacles, it kind of sounds like there's a regathering of sorts of big countries that will come together to save Russia under new rules and under new leadership. And by the time this happens, the Russian people are going to agree to anything. Oh, good question, Stephanie. Do I think this is Russia's karma? Yes. Much in the same way Trump was America's karma. Yes. Yes. Remember, we're talking about a bigger picture, right? And one of the biggest pictures is elevation. The earth is elevating. And it can't elevate the way it is. So purging is required, hence COVID. But these world leaders, they're despicable. And some things got to change. Remember, China was going through the same thing, where the Chinese men that China said were the only ones that were allowed to be born. And so the people decided that if they were going to have one birth, the birth was going to be a male. It was all those males under China's rule, karma, that was protesting. So you see how things can come back to haunt you? Hence, the release of the COVID virus. if Russia fails, China should be afraid too. Because remember, in the beginning of this, China was backing Russia. No one's going to forget that, China. No one. So right now, where's China? Back here. You don't even hear China's name right now. No one's going to forget China. We're just going to deal with Russia today. And when all is said and done, China, you're going to see it's going to be better to be nicer. Stop being a tyrant, China. It doesn't work for you either. Now, well, no, they've decided to back away from helping Russia. China's decided to back away from helping Russia. All right? Yes, it's all about money, which tells me that Russia is already in some financial straits. Remember that. What looks powerful and strong is not. Yes, this is true. And other things. Ukraine is actually a very rich land. They have other things. They're like fourth in this and third in this. I read this whole thing last night. It's beautiful. All right. So with that being said, all our prayers go to the African people in Ukraine. Turns out everybody's worried about the Ukrainians being sucked away by Russia, but it turns out the Ukrainians are selfishly ignoring people of color. Africans, Indians, Egyptians, yada, yada, boom, boom, boom. And I have to tell you, with all your suffering, Ukraine, with everything that you're going through, the last thing you should have done was ignore Africans and the people of color. The least you all could have done was let women and children on those trains. So Ukraine, this is your karma as well. Like it or not, what I have to say, I don't care. The last thing I'm happy about seeing is my people being left in the cold and not being allowed on a train that was not filled up. You don't like what I have to say? Turn me off. But I care that the Africans were left behind. And that's who I am praying for. All right. All right, guys. I'm going to stop here. I hope everyone is okay. Pray for the Africans in Ukraine. And thank you for your prayers. All right, let me get up out of here. Dashikis and bonnets in an hour. I love you all. And thank you.